Mercedes-Benz is producing systems for the world market, and that's why we have to adapt our systems for any markets in the world. With the Intelligent World Drive, we wanted to catch data, to get information from all those markets, to see where the system still needs improvements, and that's why the Intelligent World Drive is so important for Mercedes-Benz. We have captured from thousands of kilometers many hundreds of situations that now are in the middle of analysis. What the engineers now do is looking at the data where the system still needs some enhancements and bringing this back into the algorithms. And we are pretty happy that we found so many typical situations worldwide that now help us adapt our systems. Now we have met many typical situations that you only get in specific areas. Let's take Shanghai, for example. In China, very dense traffic. Cars really get in front of you very late and sometimes very aggressive. They kind of push more into your lane rather than waiting for you to make place. So we have a lot of data about that. In Australia, we have seen the hook turn, a very typical scenario where you first take left before you finally make your right turn. Analysis of those data now helps us to really program our systems that they can cope with those situations. Mercedes-Benz is present on all continents, and each and every of them has some typical situations that you don't see in Germany. We have left and right lane traffic. That is something that of course needs to be in the data. We have typical German, very regulated and normal driving how we know it. This is different in some other markets, more chaotic to some extent. In the US, with the huge regions in Los Angeles, full highways, 5 lanes, all those scenarios were important to get that our system at the end of the day is really able to drive everywhere. We have been using map data for quite a while, and we have made new enhancements in the last S-Class where we have our curve adaptation and distronic speed adaptations according to map data. If we now look to level 3, 4, 5 systems, high definition maps are even more important, and that's why we wanted to test the current map information on all 5 continents. RD has a worldwide footprint. Of course, the mission control is here in Stuttgart and Sindelfingen, but we have big areas in India, in the United States of America, also in China, South Korea, Japan. We are using all of them in order to get market-specific information, but also to test our systems in the most important markets for Mercedes-Benz. The overall system responsibility normally and always is here in Germany. But we would not be able to adapt our systems by ourselves on the worldwide basis. America and China, they have their own test vehicles in order really to get market feedback in our current systems. India is very, very good at programming apps, at CAD, engineering, software in general. They even have system responsibility in the meantime. And that's how we spread our work worldwide. With our international footprint, we are on a good way, and of course we want to enhance the work that we do on a worldwide basis. It's the war for talents on the one hand side, and it's the closeness to markets on the other hand side. So we're going to improve our footprint in the future. The next step is going to be level 3, 4 and 5 systems, when the driver then is taken out of the loop and the car is taking more and more responsibility from the driver. We are working on those systems in 2 big projects, and our plan is to launch systems for serious production in the years 20 and 21. Concerning the regulations, we have different things to do. First, we have the Vienna Convention that still needs to be changed, that the national regulations can allow automated driving. And then many national regulations really have to be adapted, that automated driving and fully autonomous driving really can be introduced into the markets. Always improving our current systems. This is our evolutionary approach to bring driver systems always on the next level. And the other thing we are working on is highly automated driving on highways. And also in another project, the fully autonomous driving for robotaxis and use cases like that. And those systems will keep us busy the next few years. What is unique about the Mercedes approach is that we have a very long history of driver assistance systems. History both in programming the software with our internal engineers, which makes us fast and innovative, but also with the safety that is related to driver assistance, because safety is not coming by itself. This is a lot of work to really think on what happens if, and the knowledge that we have on that really makes us unique. What is special with Daimler is that we can use a lot of synergies out of the different business units. We have a long history in Mercedes-Benz cars, but there is trucks, buses, vans, all they have their use cases from vehicle automation by themselves, and we are in close contact with all our colleagues to really get those synergies within Daimler AG.